Hello, children. Are you ready for some cutting up and kikiing? Are you ready for a gay old time? Well, I hope you are, because now it's time for Hey Qween with your host, Jonny McGovern.
Hey Qween, come on and spill the tea. Hey Qween, it's just a good old-fashioned kiki. Hey Qween, we're cutting up with Jonny. Hey, 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 hey Qween.
Hello, my gorgeous gay babies, and welcome to another faggotacious episode of Hey Qween with me, your host, Jonny McGovern. Ooh, we got a show for you today. I'd be willing to say today's show is the nuttiest, the kookiest, the zaniest, the one, the only Miss Tammie Brown is here with us today.
Yay!
Yes! And things are gonna get bonkers. I'm so excited. But before we bring her out, there's another zany lady I have to introduce. She's a big old shot of love right in the butt of life. She makes a 5-hour energy looks like it's 20 minutes. And once she's inside you, you'll want to go all night long. It's Miss Lady Red Couture! Yay! I look at you today and I want to go, Celie! Celie! Because you were kind of giving me like a late section of The Color Purple today.
Yes, this is more like right after church, when the women change into their dresses to go cook.
Oh, yeah?
It's a cooking dress.
That's a cooking dress?
And they be in there, girl, close the door, hurry up. You know them biscuits almost ready, girl. You know, Sarah didn't fix that. That's why it tastes like that.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss Barnes. Thank you, Miss Barnes. Thank you for being here at the prayer circle, Miss Barnes.
Oh, yes, no problem, baby.
Wonderful.
Remember now, I fixed a potato salad. It's got extra mayo.
Oh, I love when you fix a potato salad, Miss Barnes. Hey, Qween, you're looking good today. Beautiful in your after-church cooking dress.
Yes, it's a nice little dress. It's got a bunch of sparkle for nothing.
Oh, it does.
I just love that.
And you're wearing the classic weave wig.
Oh, well, you know.
Because there's weave with weave on top of it.
I refuse to
instead of a hat, you got a wig.
You already know. I refuse to disappoint. It's like a two-head wonder. And you know what they always say, two heads are better than one.
Oh, they sure are. And your talons are on point?
Of course, honey, of course. We always have to make sure the girls are together, girl.
Yes, they are
Just in
together.
case you have to snatch a girl. Huh?
Oh, just in case you have to snatch?
Yeah, that's what the talons are for.
Oh, really?
Yes. You've never seen a cock without talons, right?
Oh, my goodness. So we've learned some things from you already today. WWW, weave, wig.
Right.
And talons are for snatching. You know what? Something that all of our viewers should snatch is a bottle of Global Vodka.
That is a beautiful bottle. It even has the map on it.
It's an award-winning.
You can learn geography.
You could learn geography
yes.
while drinking.
All around the world while you're drunk.
All around the world while you're drunk on pure, imported, gluten-free vodka.
It's gluten-free?
It's gluten-free.
Oh, bitch, I'll have two.
And what I'd like to gently suggest is buy this vodka. Buy it. Buy it. Because maybe they'll give us money if you do.
No, that's not weird.
No, is that classy, Lady Red?
Yeah,
Is that how they do it on all the other talk shows?
Yeah.
Thank you, Global Vodka, for giving us some vodka and hopefully later some money. Please buy the vodka at global-vodka.com.
Right now,
it just
bitches.
appeared.
Right
Buy it! We're not desperate for money at all, Lady Red.
No, not at all.
We're rich.
Yeah.
We're rich.
Johnny! Cut, please. Let go of me, sir. Johnny.
Oh, God, not again.
Cut! Hold the camera.
Oh, jeez.
Johnny.
Miss Fuego.
Why don't you text me back, Johnny?
Miss Fuego, I didn't text you back because I did not want you to show up to the studio again.
Oh, Johnny.
What is going on?
Johnny, listen, Johnny. If you don't want me to show up, you just have to reply message. Maybe you can come see me sometime. If we spend more time alone together, And I wouldn't have to come see you at work. Did I ever mention how lovely our studio is?
Thank you, Miss Fuego. But
really
Miss
beautiful.
Fuego, we are busy right now. I know you're lovely. You look, your feathers are
thank you,
blooming.
darling. Thank
You
you,
look like
darling.
a
What do you
huge,
think,
beautiful
like-
cock. But please, we are trying to do a show. Miss Tammie Brown is on the show today.
Tammie Brown?
Yes.
Tammie Brown? Oh my
Yeah.
God, scoot over, honey. I love Tammie Brown so
gosh.
much. I do. Oh, I can't wait. I can't
No,
wait.
Miss Fuego, you cannot stay out here for Tammie
I
Brown.
love this show so much.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Johnny, look, I want to ask you a question,
What
okay?
is the question
This
so
is what
that
I've
you
been
can
texting you
go?
all morning.
Okay, what did you want to know? I have been busy filming. I haven't checked my messages.
Hello, everybody. Look, I want to know what's it going to take for me to become a judge on RuPaul Drag Race.
A judge on RuPaul?
A
What?
judge, honey, whatever.
A judge on
English is
RuPaul?
like my fifth language.
Okay,
saying.
you're trying to be on RuPaul's Drag Race?
As a judge, darling.
As a judge?
Yes, I know so much more about fashion, about the look, about the walk, about the talk. Check this out, darling. Check this out, darling. Check this out right here.
Oh, boy.
Here she go.
All right.
See that walk. See that walk. See that walk.
I mean, I've got to admit,
Don't you think, darling?
it's
Don't
pretty
you think
good.
so?
It's
He's so
pretty good.
I mean, just
it is
saying.
pretty good. Now, I know you can't be on RuPaul's Drag Race because to be on Drag Race, you have to be a man who dressed up as a woman, not a bird who just interrupts people.
That's the key.
Oh, you just taloned a bird. That's what?
okay.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to take you on one at a time.
oh, okay.
I don't know which one to start with right now, but listen, Johnny, look.
Okay.
I want like a tip or something. Like, what's it going to take? Like, you know, like...
It's going to take patience,
patience, darling.
charisma, uniqueness,
Yeah. Oh, I have uniqueness,
nerve,
but
and
nerve
talents.
and talent, darling.
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Well, then I better get my ass to the nail shop
You
because I
better,
gotta file my
honey.
talent done. Then I'm coming for you, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snatch that weave right off your head, okay?
Oh.
And the other one, and the wig. Johnny, I'll see you later tonight.
Okay,
bye-bye.
all right. All right, bye, Miss Fuego.
Adios.
Bye. They gotta stop letting her in here like this. She
Bitch, that's
flies
your
in.
fault. You the one said you like bird.
I don't like bird. I like dick. I like cock. But she always misinterprets me.
Well, they all mean the same thing.
This show's already crazy,
I'm
and Tammie
telling
Brown
you.
doesn't even come out
I'm
yet.
telling you, I should be the only Muppet here.
You're right. All right, well, let's get into it.
Yes.
Miss Tammie Brown will be here right after this very gay break.
Yay!
Hey, Qween! Hey, Qween! Wait, what am I wearing? Yes, I'm wearing the official Hey Qween t-shirt, now available at HeyQween.com. Yes! Whenever you want to walk into a room and have people know you're a queen, you'll wear this shirt, and what they say to you will be what is on your shirt. They'll say, Hey Qween! Also available, Hi Gwen, and other fun things. And wait a second. There's a supermodel, and she's also wearing one of our new shirts. Bam! Look at her! Lady Red, I love your look at her t-shirt. Available at HeyQween.com.
Yes, you better get it. Get them while they're hot, honey.
If you want people to look at you, or know you're a queen, or say, hey queen, or look at her, these are the shirts to wear. Plus, you'll be supporting Lady Red and I's broadcasters by buying the shirts. So do that. We also have Hey Qween,
Yes.
a Cutting Up in Kiki, a whole bunch of other fun designs, all available at HeyQween.com for a reasonable price. So click, and buy your Hey Qween, look at her, Hi Gwen, Cutting Up in Kiki, Hello Children, all the fun things you love about Hey Qween available on t-shirts for you to wear and rep yo Hey Qween homies.
Go get them nails, kid.
Yeah, honey, yeah.
Hey, 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 Qween.
Yes! She's kooky, she's spooky, she's altogether looky. I don't know what I'm saying. She's here! Tammie Brown is here! Yay! Hey, Qween!
Hello.
Tammie Brown, it's so exciting to finally get you here.
Well, it's wonderful to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's a fantasy come true, just like your new video.
The fantasy.
The fantasy.
With a Z, you know?
Yes.
Like the fans with a Z.
Yes. Oh my.
Creating my own lingo as I go.
You are creating your own lingo. Every time I see you, you're spitting out something new, something different.
Queen with a cause. Hashtag Queen with a cause. How about that?
All right, that's the latest latest one, Queen with the Cause?
Or hashtag free orcas.
Okay.
Get those orcas free out of those tanks. Put them in a sea pen.
Oh, C-Pen's the way to go.
And it can happen. Keiko, which was the Free Willy well.
Yeah.
He was released to a sea pen and then to the ocean where he survived for a while. He was doing fine. He even let children swim on him.
Really?
Out in Norway.
Well, we're already learning new things, and it's only been a few minutes, Lady Red.
I love it. You know, Tootsie Lou brings it, girl.
That's right. That's right, Pootsy Scooter. There's also an albino orca off the coast of Russia.
Uh-huh. What's that one named? Do we know?
I can't remember his name, but he's of age. He's over 18 years old.
Oh, okay, so he's fair game.
Fair game. I'm sure they'll just pick him up like they did for Saatchi and put him in a tank and ship him to China.
Oh, boy.
Because that's what they'll do with SeaWorld. If we close him down here, they'll probably send him to the Middle East or China.
Oh, my goodness,
That's
Tammie. Now, you love, you're not only a drag queen, but you are a very social activist type of person.
Correct. Well, Queen with a Cause. But I mean, I
Queen
want
with
to
a cause, exactly. I mean, I just told you, Jonny, hashtag Queen with a cause.
things for the environment and environmentalist, you know, and I'm doing my best to promote things for the environment. Because
Yes.
so much is going on here, and we need to do something about it. We're in the red now.
Yeah. You're the one who's always been walking children in nature, so we have to protect the nature.
Correct. I do like those oak trees.
You do like the oak
In
trees.
Spanish, that's a roble.
A roble.
Roble.
Now, Tammie, you're from Texas, right?
Correct.
Like 15 minutes from Corpus Christi?
You know, it's about 45 minutes
45
north,
minutes?
but I was born in Corpus Christi at Spahns Hospital.
Oh, Spallins Hospital.
Uh-huh.
Lady Red, weren't you born at a Spallins Hospital?
Well, it was more Sperms Hospital.
Sperms. Silky sperm with the hair.
How about that?
Now, did you grow up around a lot of Spanish-speaking people? Because there's always a little spice to your Tammie Brown.
Well, I do like habanero peppers.
Oh, do you?
And picklepeno and jalapeno. But my mom makes her own jalapeno. But back to that question. I grew up in Mexico, in Guadalajara, Jalisco, and then in Rincon de Guayabitos, which is in the state of Nayarit.
Oh, my
Yes,
goodness.
bitch.
All right.
You better be bilateral.
That's right.
And what was that like growing up in Mexico? Did you move there from Texas?
Correct. We moved. Actually, I even lived in Costa Rica once. My sister was born in Costa Rica in the early 80s, about 82, which would make me a little tyke, but I do remember riding a horse with my mother, and we were on the beach, and somebody had just shot an anaconda.
Wow.
One of those big snakes, you know?
Yes.
Can make some nice shoes.
I love that you're really concerned about the environment, but that anaconda.
Well, you know, that serpent, they got it, though.
That's
So I'm not going to complain. You know what else? I remember, too, in they have big crabs, jaivas, I think they call them. And that's in Costa Rica, cangrejos in Mexico. And they're these big crabs. But I remember leaving the runway, there was all these smushed crabs. And I asked a friend, Michael, my friend, you met him before. And I said, because he was just in South America, I said, is it true that there's those big crabs? And I recall as a little tyke, these crabs. And he's like, yes, yes, they're there. But they were squished on the runway. These huge crabs.
And you should have brought them back and worn them as a hat, Tammie.
That would have stunk. Pew.
An anaconda skin and a squish crab hat.
Anaconda skin pants.
Oh, that sounds good.
And little cloned alligator heads.
Very nice. So, Tammie, tell me about your aesthetic, because you're so different than almost any other queen on Drag Race. I mean, you were only in the first 2 episodes of season 1 of Drag Race, but I just saw you a couple weeks ago performing, and the kids are still going crazy for you as normal. And you seem like you've really carved out a niche for yourself. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, it was a fantasy that I had as a child to dress in drag, and I'm an entertainer naturally. I remember seeing the movie What's Love Got to Do with It, and that's when the light came on for me as an entertainer. And I started doing Tina Turner impersonations in the 7th grade.
Wow.
And 8th grade in high school. This is in Texas, and we'd do the lip sync contest, and I would do that. And then I saw RuPaul on the Oprah show when he was on the Oprah show. And I got his book, Letting It All Hang Out. I've studied, I've been to the library. So if there's some books to return, well, I have some.
Okay.
But then when I came out to college, well, in high school, I started doing drag. I was openly gay in high school. I came out my freshman year. In fact, we would say, a young lady, we would say, Sachet Chante, he's gay. And a friend of mine would say that, and I was the gay, you know. But and then I did the plays in high school. And then when I was of age 18, you could go to the gay clubs there in Texas. So I pursued drag and would go to the nightclubs, and they started something. That's where I got the name Tammie Brown with an I-E. And then
wait, let's not skip over that. Now, didn't you originally want to just use your boy name as your drag name?
Well, once upon a time, the name was, I was like, well, Tina has a made-up name, Tina Turner, so, and I love Tootsie, so it was going to be Tootsie Turner.
Right, after your two favorites, Tootsie
Turner,
and Tina, yeah.
Showbiz, and I didn't think drag so much, more sort of a Liberace kind of style entertainer. Because I can see myself both ways, you know, kind of a Ricky Martin, I don't know, this kind of, because I'm a good-looking male, I can, you know, win them over.
Yes,
Step
you
aside
do. Yeah, that's right. The original good-looking weirdie is right here. Great teeth, beautiful eyes.
Big blue eyes looking back at me.
Oh, blink, 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 Tammie.
Hot stuff. And then, but then a friend of mine, Kristen McDonald, if I can say her name, we did a prank. We did three-way to another fella's house, and when the
wait, you did a three-way at someone's house?
Yes, three-way with the phone. You know.
Oh, a phone.
Yes.
I was like, wow, Tammie, this story just got extra interesting.
It could have been a three-way, but when the name Bob Brown came up, and he says, why does the caller ID say Bob Brown? And I said, it's because I can switch the caller ID to say Tammie Brown. Just like that, it came out, you know. So then they were forcing me to have a drag name. So when I went to the club that night, I said my drag name is Tammie Brown.
Wow.
But I already knew that I didn't have to have a drag name because, like, there's people in the business that have had their own names for such a long time, like RuPaul's RuPaul, Chad Michaels is Chad Michaels. I know, like, so many people from the past. Their names are fleeting me right now,
but other people whose names are their own, Frank Marino,
yes,
correct. People like that.
Or Charles Bush.
Yes, exactly. You don't have to have a lady name to put on a dress and put on a show.
That's correct. Just gotta have charisma.
Yeah, you do have that. And how long did you do drag before you were on Drag Race? How long had you been doing it for?
Oh, I've been doing drag. In high school, I started doing it early on.
Oh, right.
And I did plays like my sophomore year. My freshman year, I was doing the lip sync contest. We call it Record Mime. And I did that as Tina Turner, and I'd go around. And they was popular. They would have to move us to another room for the competition because so many people come and gather to watch.
Wow.
And then, and they would fight for me. My Mr. Atkinson, my theater department teacher, he would fight so that I could be able to do this, and then the other ones. And different people would get up and fight for me too, or if somebody was picking on me, that one of the teachers was like, "Oh, that's called gay bashing," and she'd take the kid to the office and whatnot.
Wow, all this during a lip sync show?
No, I don't know. I'm just thinking about my past in Texas and
that
being openly gay and everything.
Yeah, because that's certainly a trial by fire coming out in 9th grade in Texas, and then putting on lip sync shows at school. It's kind of asking for people to say something.
Right. Well, you know what? You just got to be yourself. That's what I'm going to say. You know, I always fantasize before I go to a dance that maybe I'd end up in a gutter, raped, you know, or something, and murdered, as it happens, like the Tina story, like Tina Brandon, something like that.
God,
wish I could have helped him, you know. But I always thought I'd wear perfect underwear and looking good, my best, in case they found me in the ditch.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Gotta look the part.
Lady Red, that's some kind of dark shit that you would do. I gotta wear my best underwear in case they find me in the ditch.
Well, that's the truth.
It is what it is, bitch. You gotta be prepared.
That's right. Want to look your best. Matching socks, matching tail.
Matching socks, matching tail. So was that a difficult time, or was that just where you sort of started to go into yourself and create your imaginary Tammie Brown world in your head?
I've always known who I was, and I've always been protected. I think I have a sense of a zeitgeist. I can always kind of feel if there's sort of something that's going to be fashionable later on. I always had a sense of that. That's why I went off to study fashion later on in life, too, besides seeing that those fashion designers were at such lovely parties. But it's not like that being a fashion designer, let me tell you. But I just, in the inside, I was myself. I had to be myself. If there's something wrong, I'm going to speak out. I'm not going to sit back and be run over, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Especially run over by the lifeguard's Jeep.
Definitely not the lifeguard's Jeep.
No. That comes from one of those Jimmy Buffett songs.
Oh, does it?
Frankie and Lola.
I am not familiar with too much Jimmy Buffett, but I know that you love country music, and you love all sorts of music, but lately country music has been kind of your hot thing, your new obsession?
Well, yeah, I love the music of Dottie West. I really enjoy the music of Dottie West.
The tragic Dottie West?
Yes, I was raised on country sunshine. I'm happy with the simple things. A sad night dance and a picture show and the joy that the bluebird brings. Dottie West.
She died on the way to the Grand Ole Opry,
She
right?
was on her way to the Grand Ole Opry, and this fella picked her up in the car, and kaboom! And then you see the tombstone at the end of the movie, and then pans off. I will die a country girl.
As you smile, singing and saying that.
Yeah, but it's a good movie, and you know the IRS. Shame on them, they got her, as they did Willie Nelson.
Shucks, but you'll learn this all from the Lifetime movie of Dottie West,
Yeah,
right?
it was a good movie in 1995, and that actually led me into liking more of Dottie West. And she was a really nice person. She would fly people out to Nashville, other artists, and encourage them. And she wrote with Chris Christopherson and Willie Nelson and fed them at her house. And she did so many wonderful things. And she was always winning awards and whatnot, and selling out arenas in certain places like Oklahoma, and what is that, Nebraska?
Yeah, Nebraska is the state.
Nebraska, but what is that one place? Omaha or something?
Oh, Omaha?
I forget.
I don't know either, Tammie. Lady Red, do you know?
Y'all crazy.
Omaha, there we go.
Omaha.
There we go. There we go.
Oklahoma, Nebraska equals Omaha, yes.
Gee willikers. But they were doing those kind of country shows, like the Judds in the middle of the country. There. Not here on the coast, where it's nice to be.
Where it is nice and free to be.
I've always lived on the coast. In Mexico on the coast, in South Texas on the coast, and here I am on the coast again.
And you're back where you belong, Tammie. In
Correct.
you're a Long Beach gal.
That's correct. Bow wow wow yippee yippee. And in fact, that's correct. In fact, I've worked with Lady Red Couture for a long time, and I remember seeing her in Long Beach cruising on by in a convertible.
Wow, Lady Red, who knew?
You know, I'm always around. That's what happens when you're fat. You throw shade in either direction.
She wasn't shady. She was not shady.
Lady Red told me she knows, she was like, I know Tammie, and you should ask Tammie about how she don't let nobody talk smack to her in the dressing room.
She don't.
You are known for your feisty tongue if someone comes for you.
Well, but it's in a subtle way, or I'm not gonna. But you're gonna sit there and get run over by the lifeguard's Jeep? No, you better be in the Jeep with him.
You're right.
That's right. And if you got a nasty tongue, let's run that thing over.
How about that? Yes, ma'am. From the mouth of Tammie Brown,
That's
bitch.
right.
Yes.
I mean, there's no point in people giving you attitude and spilling cocktails on your dresses
Right.
and stuff, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
They'll do that up in there. And some of these club owners, they put you in the back there in a small little nothing room. I'm sorry, we don't need to be getting ready on it. Coca-Cola carts.
Right. Coca-Cola carts are the worst place to do it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of rude. You go all these other places in the nice dressing room, and then you're put back in the heat, and they want to pay you abysmal.
Come on, Tammie. Come on,
And
Tammie.
they come in to see you,
Yeah.
Lady
Red said that's the other thing. Tammie Brown gets paid.
That's
Tammie
right.
Brown don't
Tammie
mess
Brown gets her
around.
coin.
She'll turn your head around and round.
That's
Tammie Brown.
why should I do this for free? I enjoy dressing up, and I'll always dress up. And the fans come and see me. Sometimes I'll dress up for them, with something special or dress them up. But we need to get paid for this. These nails, they're expensive. The hair is expensive. These eyelashes, they're expensive.
The look is expensive, Tammie.
The car, the gas, Jimmy the Jeep, peep, peep, honk, honk, let's go to the next drag show. Very expensive.
You're right about that. We were watching some of the clips last night from some of your Drag Race moments, and and Lady Red was tired. She was not having any of it, but when I put those Tammie Brown clips on, we were laughing. And there was even a part where RuPaul was coming for you, and you were letting RuPaul have it.
How about that?
Well, because I've read your book.
Right.
As I've read his book, I know where he buys his wigs. So, bits and pieces in New York City.
Oh, right. And Santino Rice, I think that's where your famous quote of "You're not walking in nature and helping old ladies."
That's correct, because he was just saying awful things, and he looks like an acidic, with his little curlies on the side Jews, but more like acid, like the alien.
Oh.
Ugly little bald-headed thing.
Oh, my goodness.
And I said it here. And he will cower, and he runs off every time he sees us at one of those parties. He goes and hides. Yeah, you better hide.
Interesting. After all these years.
Santinas, ugh.
Oh, Lady Red. I didn't think I would need this, but oh, you broke the shade, fan. You were so shady. I like it.
Well, just let the sun come in, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Let the sun come in.
Let the sun shine.
Where did the quote about walking in children in nature and helping old ladies? I know you like to volunteer. Is that where that's from?
Yes, correct. At the time, I was volunteering at the Children's Nature Institute, and you can volunteer here in Los Angeles, and it takes the kids from the inside out of the concrete jungle and takes them into the nice forest.
Oh.
Where they can see a salamander.
Well, good. It's always good to see a salamander.
Correct.
Very
But
nice.
I would I'd get up in the morning and drive out to Franklin Canyon or Temesco Canyon, wherever we'd gather, and I'd be a docent and take the children out for a walk.
You'd be the best docent that I'd ever want to get, Tammie Brown.
Well, maybe for the 2016 International Drag Festival in Austin, Texas, they might be having a special one where we can bring out the kids and we'll meet them and have a little playing with the guitar and singing to them.
That would be great. So you are now, we got to hang out a little bit at the Austin International Drag Festival, which was amazing. If you did not get to go this year, it's on again coming up in 2016, right?
Correct. It's at I believe the 30th of April through the 2nd of May.
That is going to be so good. And you are the international ambassador.
Madame International Ambassador.
Oh, well, Madame International Ambassador. Practice your wave and your thumbs up.
They're going to have ambassadors from every state, actually. And then they already have like ambassadors from England and Canada and different things like that.
What was your favorite moment of this year's festival?
You know, I got to hang out with Charles Busch, which was something wonderful for me. And then to be able to be with everybody. And when I saw Lady Red Couture, I said, Lady Red, woo, what are you doing here? So everybody's here.
Yeah.
So that was really exciting. I saw her at the North Door.
Yes, exactly. We were there together, yeah.
Yes, we have so much fun. Tammie is always full of good advice and great energy, you know?
What was your best advice from Tammie? Can you think of something?
She told me, bitch, mind your business and keep your coin to yourself.
Oh.
That's right.
Good advice.
Don't let them know.
Right.
Don't let them know.
We gotta fight the IRS.
That's true. We do. Especially me and Lady Red. We're a little behind.
I am too, let me tell you something.
I bet.
It's hard, you know, and then you get charged for everything, and everything's taking so much money, and then you get paid this amount, and they want to take something out. Excuse me?
Mm-hmm. Excuse me? You ain't see me in the magazines.
That's right.
What is next for Tammie Brown? Like, what is your vision for the next, version, the next vision of your career?
Well, I'm on a 5-year plan right now.
Are you?
Correct. And that is to get my music out there. I always wanted 3 #1 hit singles, and I want them to be more international. I've already at international level, but I would like that to be an international play. And then, and that's rather ambitious, but why not? You know, you should shoot high, Thoreau says. Ultimately, we fail or we don't reach that, we don't succeed, but to always shoot high, you know. And I do listen to Thoreau on audiobooks on
I love audiobooks.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolly Parton one's really good, by
the
way.
What is your other favorite audiobooks?
Those are the rest I've read. I would like to get the Joan Crawford My Way of Life, which I have the book, but like I read Swanson on Swanson, the Gloria Swanson book, and This and That by Betty Davis.
Yeah, those are all good, and all sort of seem like those are a little bit of your drag influences. Joan Crawford, Gloria Swanson, Garbo. It all seems like that's a little bit part of your look. Lucille Ball.
You know, that's just naturally happens for me.
Yeah.
It's not something that I sought out or, or aimed to do, was to look like these people. But it's natural for me to look like that. So that's a plus.
That is a plus.
And
to look like the classic stars of Hollywood, darling.
Correct. But yeah, 5-year plan. I do want to own a roadhouse on Highway 35, a roadhouse where I can perform, but I want the best of food, and it's a place where the family can come. And I know the odds are against me with that because there's, oh, you can't do this, you're gay, and all this stuff, and I don't care. You know, I want to have this business, and it's a family business, and everybody can come and eat and watch a good show, and we'll have different shows and bands and music and stuff like that.
I like that idea. Lady Red, can we make a date in 5 years to go to the Tammie Brown Roadhouse?
It's called the Schubert.
The Schubert? It's called the Schubert.
It's called the Schubert.
I want to go to the Schubert with you, Lady Red.
It needs to be. I mean, I will be there personally starring in my own private fantasy.
That's
wow. Yes, your own fantasy.
I do like that, in your own private fantasy, and we'll make that happen.
You went to school for fashion.
Correct.
What was the vision for the Tammie Brown fashion line when you were in school?
Well, in high school, I started studying. It's like, well, I'm going to go off and be a fashion designer because I'm talented, and I figure I could do that. And it seemed like such a glamorous life, right? Because it's not glamorous. When you get to studying, you're like, this is a lot of work. And I would design a pattern. The pattern wouldn't come out correctly. The dress would not come out the same to the pattern. So you have to go redo your sketches to present this. But I created a logo for myself, and this is before Tammie Brown, and it was GS as it is. And the derivative from what you get is what you see, Tina Turner song.
Okay, more Tina Turner, I love it.
No, but so that it was GS as it is, and I was gonna have that was gonna be my label and stuff. But when I started studying, I realized this is not really what I want to do. And I finished off. I got guidance, Buddhist guidance, and there's follow through with your schoolwork, and then I was like, well, I really want to entertain and pursue this drag career. And I knew about what was going on in drag and everything. And there was popular drag queens here in LA. And I started pursuing, like Mama at the time was really popular.
Yeah, I love Mama.
And then I ended up working with them in Fire Island and Long Beach.
Wow.
Which is a nightclub. And Delta Work.
Yes.
I worked in there with her and several other people. So, but that's where I met Delta too. The first night I worked with her, she was saying such lovely things to me. And this is way back when she wore her glasses and stuff, sir. Little glasses.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah. But I realized fashion was not really for me. But I got my degree, and then I went home and back to Rockport Fulton for a year because I was so homesick. And then I learned in college how to really layer. And I was already sort of doing this in semi-drag early on, but after that, I really started to learn how to really layer and really stylize myself more so. And the rest, I came back a year later and then plowed into this career. And within 3 months, I was on my first walk-on.
Wow.
Like the Surreal Life and things like that.
Right, because you were on the Surreal Life with Tammy Faye Baker.
Yes, or Messner.
Or Messner, I'm sorry, she was Messner by the time you saw her.
Yes,
Thank you
correct.
for correcting me, Tammy.
Anytime, sweetie.
Tammy, I love you. I love your energy. You're so fun. Lady Red was so excited to have her old sister Tammie Brown on the show today.
I mean, she's just such a special spirit. It's hard to find people that you can laugh, eat, and enjoy all at the same time.
Agreed. Tammie Brown, you're so fierce that you snatched a trophy, honey. Yes! Oh, please pose like Tina Turner would. Yeah! And he's not Brazilian, but you've also won yourself a lap dance. Oh, will Tammy enjoy it or will she not? Come on, Austin, be avant-garde, yeah? Keep it good. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness, Tammy. Yeah, now that's a gift in the making. Lady Red, take us out with some Black Ladies Screaming.
Hey Qween, hey Qween, hey Qween.
Yeah! All right, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, Tammie Brown will be on Look at All, the Hey Qween After Show, looking at all the queens she knows. And we'll see you next time on Hey Qween. Bye, Qween. Bye.